Hey everyone, happy 2025. We're here with a brand new video. This time it's on the WeiPo V5. This is a new 2x2 by MoYu, and it's their first one since I believe the fall of 2021. Its competition is the GAN 251M Pro, which also came out in 2021. So basically all the hardware that the top cubers are using now in 2x2 is from 2021. So to give you guys some background on my 2x2 expertise, I opened Anthony Paterakis' Journey to 2x2 course on cubing.gg once, and then upon opening it, I got a 2x2 PR at my last competition just a few days ago. So really excited. But honestly, if you want to learn more about 2x2, check out the course. Anthony is a beast. He teaches you everything, and even stuff that you might not have heard of. So go check out the course. We'll have a link in the description. So just a heads up, we opened it already just because we were curious and we wanted to see how the cube was. It's really beautifully UV coated. It's a nice MoYu 2x2, and the plastic feels very MoYu. And it comes with this box here. We have this pamphlet here, adjuster usage instructions. So we'll use this later. But overall, it's a very simple product. I think the thing that is getting people talking right now is that this is a $40 2x2. It's $39.99 on TheCubicle.com. And that is expensive. That's more expensive than GAN. And this is not the first time MoYu has kind of valued their prices that high. I don't know if it was an experiment or whatever, but the Super Weilong came at a very GAN-like price point. So this is one of those other 2x2s that is very GAN-like in price. Just for you guys wondering, I am not wearing a beige hoodie. That's like so not me. The only reason I'm wearing a beige hoodie is it's the new Benmagen hoodie. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then we also have the one where his like mouth is upside down. All right, let's do some first turns on this. My turning is not the best on the 2x2, but my feeling is that there's something here where it's not as looped that makes the cube kind of rough on the inside. So I'm thinking that we need to hit this with some heavier lube to smooth it out. I think that turning will be better. Corner cutting it's okay on small turns, but the larger you get, the more jarring it gets. And this one is just like you can feel the cube hitting itself internally, and then reverse is really not too good. Let's check the GAN. Maybe use the GAN as a reference. So yeah, so the GAN reverse cuts better. So that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a lack of strong reverse cutting with this cube. Like over here, it's just, yeah, it catches on itself. Okay, first impressions, not overwhelmingly positive for a $40 2x2. But overall, I mean, the magnets are there, the turning is there, and the UV coating is really nice. So I think we'll have to set it up and give it more chances to shine. This is a 20 magnet ball core 2x2. It's the only one in the market. But honestly, as a consumer, I'm not sure how much I want to care about what kind of tech is in this cube. I just want the cube to be good. So hopefully we can make it as good as possible. So let's read this thing here. It says, insert the adjuster into the notch of the central spring compartment and rotate clockwise to adjust elasticity. Align the crosshead screw with a, oh my goodness. I just read a tutorial on how to use a screwdriver. Oops. The second part, it was just like telling me how to operate a screwdriver. Okay, so I don't know what setting this is on, but let's try it and see how it goes. Okay, all right. So we put the thing in there. So 2. Okay, so I think that reset. So I think everything is on stock. So let's go up 2 on each side. Let's see how that works. You know what? It's a lot better. You can tell my turning is a lot faster. I'm not like tripping over myself as I'm turning this. So that's good. Okay, so definitely if you choose to buy this puzzle, you can form your first impression based on it out of the box, but I also suggest playing with the settings because I think that made a huge difference. Let's do a little setup on this. So I'm gonna hit it with some lube. It sounds so much better. It's a little slow now. I'm gonna use something fast, something nice. Okay. So now I can make turns closer to like full turning speed without locking up. So one thing I wanted to show you guys is just how square the center is. I'm just pulling the center out. This center is entirely square. I don't know why they made it that square and like what could have been done to make it less rigid, but it just makes, I think that's what makes the corner cutting feel so bad on the reverse. But, you know, not an engineer, that's just my feeling. It's very large and very square. Locked up. As you can tell, I am not very skilled at 2x2, but I think I know enough to like know whether a cube turns well or not. Okay, that was a 2. Very bad 2, but... Oh.
You should put that one in.
No, don't put that in.
Right now this cube feels a little slow to me. I think I prefer if it was a little faster right now. I think I would put some more rush in this. I'm gonna add some rush here. Okay, that's feeling a lot better if you guys want to try it. I think this 2x2 definitely has potential, but right now, I believe without proper setup and more tinkering that the 251 is definitely still a little bit faster and a little bit more fluid for at least the way I turn. I would still recommend the WeiPo V5, but I'd definitely say that you should be cautious before buying it, and especially if you could try it out at a competition or maybe coming in store to try it out, I would definitely be more comfortable recommending it if you already like it first.
Nope. Nope. False alarm. So I'm not the best 2x2 solver out there, but I can somewhat turn, and in my opinion, I'm not sure I would endorse this $40 2x2. I think in comparison, the GAN is a lot easier to use and a lot easier to set up. I'm not really sure I feel any benefits from the 20 magnet ball core. There's just nothing about the turning where I'm like, man, this is because it's the 20 magnet ball core and not some other cube. The GAN doesn't have that, and it feels fine to me. So I'm not sure what the tech does for the cube, and I'm not sure why, personally, I would pay more for a cube that's harder to set up and harder to use. I think the 50mm size is also, it's kind of a disadvantage, honestly. I think the 251 is a good size. 51mm makes sense to me. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I would do with this cube. I think my opinion is if you can try this cube and you decide that you like it, then you would know that it's the right cube for you. But until you try it, I would be a little hesitant to suggest it because it is quite expensive, and I'm not really sure what benefits it brings besides being a MoYu. Maybe all the people sponsored by MoYu can stop using the GAN, or maybe they'll just keep using the GAN. We'll find out. So overall, not a terrible cube, but also it doesn't shine as an obvious choice over the GAN, especially when 2x2 hardware is as old as 2021. I would expect one of the newer models to be obviously better than something made more than 3 years ago. But that's really not the case. My recommendation is if you get this, definitely compress the spring a little bit. That makes the turning experience a lot better. And I think something like this requires lube in order to make it feel smooth so that the turns and the cuts aren't so jarring, because in the beginning they were quite uncomfortable. I know this is not the awesome endorsement that you might be hoping for, but that's just our honest opinion. I think the GAN still has a great lifespan ahead of it, and maybe this will introduce a little competition into the 2x2 market, but I don't see it shaking up the industry too much. Anyways, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.